Okay, today I'm going to be talking about using cue cards in exceptional student education during instruction and in order to redirect for behavior. What cue cards are is basically a picture representation of what you want the students to know, what you want to tell them. So you can either tell them verbally and show them the picture, and then sometimes you can just show them the picture after they get the connection. Now, how you make one is you cut up pictures. I mean, you could take photographs. Right here I have photographs and some pictures from Boardmaker, and one picture is from the internet, although it looks like a Boardmaker picture but bigger. So laminate them, cut them out into squares, and you just hole punch the corner of them all, and then you can put them on a key ring. And I've got it on this little thing here, which you can buy in the store. And basically, so that's how I made it, and how I'm using it is for example, I have one student who has a problem with hitting other students and adults as well. So when that student does that, I show her this. No hitting, and then show this. It hasn't gotten to the point where I'm just showing this without the verbal prompt as well. But I'm still just starting out with trying this with this student. Now, other ways that I'm using it is to cue the students as to know what's next. So this is like one of the, it's called a gait trainer, where a student that needs some support in walking, that's usually a student that's in a wheelchair, would go in there and get all strapped in and everything and walk. So I could show my students who are in wheelchairs, show them this picture before I put them in the gait trainer and explain that that's what we're going to be doing next during transitions. Now also just some other pictures during transitions. This is vocabulary, words that I'm teaching. And this is a changing table, so I would show them this before they were going to be changed. Computer, before they play any computer games. And also, the other thing that I came up with was that I took a photograph of, we use these buttons in order to have the students make choices. They pick one button or the other. So in order to cue them, in addition to verbally, I'll show them this picture so they know that that's what they're supposed to do. So, and another one I have is, a lot of times, with the ones who can point, students of mine who can point, I'll give them something like this, where they point at their answer. Like, this was from this example was from when I did a lesson on different types of clothing and what they're called and what they're for. So I would ask them, okay, which one is the sweater? And they would have to point at the sweater. Or which one keeps you warm when it's cold outside? And you could point at the sweater. So I would show them this cue card, even for other things when they're picking between 3 different things, just to show them that they're to pick between 3 different ones. And the other ones that I made was also for transitions, just to show them what subject that we're going to be transitioning into, like reading, math, let's see, even bus for when they're going home at the end of the day. Now, when I first started using the cue cards, initially I just had them on, laminated them and had them as cards, but then I found that whenever I needed them, I had to go run and grab them. This is really great because you can hook it right on your pants. It opens up like that, so you can hook it right on your pants or on your lanyard, which I have to wear one with my school ID on it, so I hook it on there, and then it's always there with me. Now, another suggestion that I have is that if you have paraprofessionals working with you, that you give them identical cue cards and have them keep it with them at all times, especially the ones primarily for redirecting. Like, I would want a paraprofessional who's going to be working with my student who hits to have the no hitting card, because they might be the one that's sitting there working with that student at the moment when they start to hit.